All right, so Urdhva Prasarita Padasana, legs up. Change legs now. So now left foot comes down, left leg comes down, left leg straight. Press the left thigh down. So now every time we do a leg change, then it's an opportunity to reestablish your base, right? To revisit the base. So to see, okay, is my sacrum still level? Is my rib cage level? Is my abdomen pulling back to the spine? Is there a length in the abdomen? And then from here, turn your palms toward the head side, external rotation of the arms, then pull arms straight, take the hands over the head as you extend the back of the right leg more. Okay, so this is not aggressive, it's not so much about the hamstring, it's about the levelness of the pelvis, and it's about the length of the abdomen moving back to the spine. It's abs and arms week. So if you're new to Iyengar Yoga Detroit, the routine that we follow, week 1, standing poses, week 2, forward bends, week 3, abs and arms, week 4, back bends, week 5, pranayama and restorative. So this is week 3, believe it or not, week 3 of our spatial isolation. And many more weeks to go. And then holding onto the strap with your right hand, extend your left arm out to the side, and then open your right leg to the side. But go slowly so that you can notice, when does my pelvis start to tilt? When does my ribcage start to tilt? When does my abdomen start to go toward the right leg? And then you can back up a little bit, reestablish the left leg, press the left thigh down, outer thigh and inner thigh. Turn the abdomen from right to left as you extend the right leg to the side. When you take your right leg to the side, still have a feeling of plugging the leg back into the hip socket such that the pelvis will stay more level. Don't let the pelvis tilt. It will tilt slightly, but minimize it. Then come back up. Come back into Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. See that the heels are over your hips. So it's not about maximum hamstring, maximum hip flexion. It's about stabilizing the pelvis, stabilizing the sacrum. Now, just leave your strap where it is, then extend your arms overhead. Now, I forgot to ask if anybody's on their period, because this pose is not okay on your period. You could take your leg out to the side. That's a great pose for menstrual, but this pose is not a good one because there's too much pressure on the uterus, too much compression of the uterus. So extend through the arms, navel to the spine, sacrum broad. Lengthen the sternum from bottom to top. Pin the arms down, pin the shoulders down evenly. And now, bend your legs, knees to the chest. Take your arms out to the side. Keep your legs bent. You can get rid of the strap now. Actually, you know what? Let's do this with the strap. Since you have it nearby, take your strap and put it on your thighs. Can you see what I'm doing? Put it on your thighs, and then tie your thighs together. Have the strap just, on the lower thigh, okay, near the knee. On the lower thigh, near the knee. I'm just gonna take my sweatshirt off. Have it nice and snug. Arms out to the side in line with your shoulders. So all the poses, you know, all the poses that we do all the time, but really we've been emphasizing a lot in the past several weeks, this grounding, firmness in the legs, making the legs wholeness, making the legs be in good relationship, right relationship with the earth. Inhale, exhale, so that we can feel calm, centered, connected. So now exhale, take your knees to the left, Jatara Parivartanasana. Take your knees to the left, just go 1/3 of the way. Keep your knees pinned together, your ankles pinned together, your feet flexed. Now roll your abdomen to the right. Turn the navel to the right. Take from the navel to the bottom of the sternum, turn to the right. Turn your chest to the right. Extend through your right hand more and more. Curl the knees in toward the armpit more and more. Heels to the buttocks. Come back up. Inhale, exhale, Jatara Parivartanasana. Round your back as you take your knees up toward the elbow. So the lower abdomen, it has to go with the legs, right? But the upper abdomen, from the navel to the sternum, turn in the opposite direction. Turn the navel from the middle abdomen, turn toward the left side. Turn the rib cage toward the left side. Pin the left shoulder down. Extend through the left fingertips. Navel to the spine. Curling in the knees to the chest. Come back up. Get the levelness of the sacrum, levelness of the rib cage, abdomen pulling back. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Jatara Parivartanasana. I'm coming up to watch you. Jatara Parivartanasana. Keep the knees curled in. Don't let the knees drop away from the chest. In other words, have a feeling of roundness in the lower back. Feeling of roundness in the lower back. Knees high toward the armpit. And pin your right shoulder down. Can you go a little further, but keep your right shoulder down, and turn the chest to the right, and come back up. Inhale, exhale, go to the second side. Keep the knees close in. So remember, we're cultivating a feeling of the low back rounding here, buttocks toward the knees. Make yourself like a little ball, all right? So that you feel you're creating density in the lower body to create spaciousness in the upper body. Okay, just keep that theme in your mind. Density, fullness, heaviness, groundedness in the lower body to create spaciousness in the upper body. And then come on up. Nice work. Okay. So now you can loosen your strap, and then roll to your side and take Adho Mukha Svanasana for a bit. In Adho Mukha Svanasana, can you cultivate that feeling of the buttocks lengthening down toward the heels, sacrum broad, and even here, like a kind of a round feeling in the lower back. So what that means is the abdomen has to pull up. The abdomen has to pull up, and so that you can broaden across the sacrum, broaden across the back waist, and use all of that abdominal work to get grounded in the legs. Outer hips to outer heels. Outer hips to outer heels, really firm. Broad across the low back, and then keeping that, lengthen the hamstrings. Lengthen the hamstrings upward, inner thighs back. But keep the feeling of the buttocks rounding down toward the heels. Draw the dorsal spine from back to front. Lengthen the sternum from bottom to top. Roll the triceps down, the biceps up. Okay. Step your left foot forward. And then come up with with the hands on the hips. Okay, so it's Virabhadrasana 1. Let me change the angle a little bit. So we're here in Virabhadrasana 1. Okay. Turn the right outer thigh forward, left outer hip back. Bend your left leg, Pam. Vira 1. Vira 1. Buttocks down. Turn the hips. Abdomen up and back. Go back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your right leg forward. Keep your right leg bent. Virabhadrasana 1 on the right side. Virabhadrasana 1 on the right side. Okay, pull your right outer hip back. Turn your left leg in. Buttocks down. Now it's very difficult to get that abdominal action in Virabhadrasana 1, right? Everything wants to, pelvis wants to tilt anterior. The abdomen wants to fall forward. So keep pulling up through the front of the hips. Lengthen the buttocks downward. Lift the abdomen up and back. So still, like, can you create Urdhva Prasarita Padasana abdomen here? And then go back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot forward. One more time. Virabhadrasana 1. Buttocks down. Front of the hips up. Have a feeling of fullness, firmness in the right leg, in the back leg. And then turn the abdomen so that the pelvis can turn forward. Inhale, reach up through the arms. Keep reaching back through the right heel. Lift up through the front of the hips. Pull the abdomen back more and more and more. Nice work. And then come forward with the hands. Go back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step your right foot forward. Right leg is bent. Buttocks down, abdomen back. Front of the hips up. Get super strong in that back leg. Lean into that back leg. Press into that back leg more and more. Hands on the hips. Hands on the hips. And then tilt the front of the hips up. Abdomen moves back. Buttocks down. Bend more. Inhale. Virabhadrasana 1, classic. Reach up through the arms. Lunge more deeply. Lunge more deeply by reaching the buttock bones toward the back of the right knee. Buttock bones toward the back of the right knee. That's right. And then lengthen up through that left side more. Come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now, left foot forward. Right heel down. Virabhadrasana 1. And then extend your arms forward. We're going to come into Virabhadrasana 3. Shift your weight to your left foot. Extend your arms forward. Get firm on that left leg. And then reach the right foot back. Extend the right leg back. From here, bring both hands to the floor. You see what I'm doing? Take your weight to your left hand, right hand to the hip. Now pivot around the left femur head into Ardha Chandrasana. You can use a block under your left hand if you want. Ardha Chandrasana. I know I'm not looking at you now, so you can do whatever you can, and the next round I'll come out and watch you. Now, bring your right foot down to the floor. Bring your hands to the front of your mat. Step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, so now you know the pattern. Right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1. And then extend your trunk forward. Virabhadrasana 3. Oh, I can't look at you and do that at the same time. Virabhadrasana 3. Then both hands down to the floor or to the block, right hand on the block, left hand on the hip, pivot. Pivot the pelvis around the right leg to Ardha Chandrasana. Extend that left leg. Then both hands down and step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. The little bit I could see looked not bad. So you're going to do it again. I'm going to watch you this time. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Make sure you have space in front of you so that you can extend forward into Virabhadrasana 3. Okay, let me see. Left foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Bend your left leg. Arms up. Come on. Bend your left leg some more. Bend your left leg some more. That's right. Inhale, exhale. Extend forward. Way forward. So far forward that you shift your weight. Come onto your left leg. Reach your right leg up. Stretch forward and back. Abdomen up. Abdomen up. Now, both hands to the floor. Left hand down, right hand on the hip. You can use a block if you want. Right hand on the hip. Now swivel around the femur head. Pivot around the femur head. So the leg has to be so stable. And then you're pivoting around it. Done. Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon pose. Reach up through the top arm. And then come on down. Not bad, not bad. Go back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So let me just say why I wanted to do this today, to really establish that standing leg, to get that standing leg so firm, you know, that when your legs are together, they have each other. But when the legs are separated, when you're on just one leg, then that one leg has to be, has to act like two. You know, it's like the one leg has to be both the mother and the father, both. It's like a single parent. They can and will do both. Fulfill all the needs. So that one leg has to be so strong and so grounded and connected to the earth. So even when we're on one leg, can you get that strong firmness into the earth? Right foot forward. Right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Don't shortchange your Virabhadrasana 1. Use the Virabhadrasana 1 to get that abdomen pulled back. And now come over into Virabhadrasana 3. Strong standing leg. Strong standing leg. Abdomen up. Tailbone to the back leg. And now hands down. Pivot around. Pivot around. So here, the leg is super stable, but then everything is turning around the leg. Everything is turning around the leg. Ardha Chandrasana. On the right leg. Ardha Chandrasana on the right leg. Ardha Chandrasana down on the right leg. Okay? And then come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice work. Use Adho Mukha Svanasana as your recovery pose. Now listen. Do it one more time, okay? That whole cycle. I'm not going to instruct now. This is going to be your timing. You hold each position as long as you wish, but really pay attention to the transitions between those poses, okay? Left, right, go ahead, on your own. finish, then be in Uttanasana. I was just noticing that I think this is the first time I've done Virabhadrasana 3 since the closure. And it feels really wobbly for me, which shows me that I'm missing some of that stability and groundedness that I usually count on. So it's not unusual considering the circumstances. So we need to bring that, we need to create that stability for ourselves. You know, when the stability is not coming from our outer circumstances, we need to create that stability inside more than ever. Okay, Shirshasana. Shirshasana. Those of you who do Shirshasana, now's the time. If you don't do Shirshasana, then we're going to work on Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. So Shirshasana people, go ahead. And non-Shirshasana people, so we'll do Urdhva Prasarita Padasana at 90, then 60, then 30. I'm a little too close to my couch. And then down, okay? We'll do that. We'll do several rounds of that, okay? Maybe 3 breaths per stage. If you're not doing Shirshasana. If you're on your period, then take a Supta Baddha Konasana. Okay. So Tracy, Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. Let me come out and watch a little bit. Lorraine, is there a reason why you're using the wall? Oh, never mind, you're on mute. Never mind, just stay where you are. Are you on your period, Tracy? Oh, okay. So listen, no Virabhadrasana 3 when you're on your period, okay? No abdominal extensions if you're on your period. So Supta Baddha Konasana. No, what did I say? Supta Baddha Konasana? Yeah, Supta Baddha Konasana on the bolster. Yeah, and have a blanket for your head. And if you have a strap, you can strap your legs. You know, you can put a strap from your sacrum to your feet. All right. Okay, everybody. So now, if you're at the wall, just stay where you are. If you're in the center, then now bend your legs into Virasana, knees to the ceiling. Knees to the ceiling. Yes. Buttocks forward. Now, when you're really lengthening through that front groin like that, then you have to, Don, if you're at the wall, just stay in Shirshasana. Okay? If you're in the center, you're doing Virasana. Okay? Knees up, buttocks forward, abdomen back. Now you have to really challenge the abdomen back when you're in Virasana. And then come back up into Shirshasana. Lengthen the buttocks upward, abdomen back. Good. Keep your Shirshasana in this, everybody, if you can do this. Right leg up, left leg Ekapada. Left leg Ekapada. Left leg forward. No, forward, Don. Forward. Ekapada. Reach your right leg higher and higher. Right inner thigh back. And then come back up. Hug the leg to the midline. Keep the legs squeezing together. Let them support each other. Let them give each other encouragement. And then second side. Bring your right leg halfway down. And the reason why it's left leg first is because it's leap year. Every leap year, we reverse some things. If you're down, then just rest, okay? If you're down, just rest. The others are coming down in a moment. And then back into Shirshasana. Oh, we lost now. Oh, there's right. Oh. Okay, and then everybody slowly come down and rest. Rest in Adho Mukha Virasana. Extend your arms forward, bring your head down, forehead down. And come on up. Sit in Dandasana. Pressure. So I would suggest if you're on your period, then have sit on a blanket, at least one blanket for sure. Otherwise, sit with no blanket. No blanket this time. Unless only if you're on your period. Okay, so if you're on your period, you're going to go from Dandasana, Baddha Konasana, Upavishta Konasana. All right, you're going to do those 3 leg variations. Those of you who are not menstruating, interlock the hands behind your head, pull your elbows forward, lift the elbows to the ceiling. So the elbows are like Shirshasana hands, right? Okay. Then from here, start with a posterior tilt of the pelvis. Take your weight, start to take your weight back onto the buttocks like this. Okay. But it's low, it's small. Watch me for a second. When it's not, we're not going here. We're going watch my pelvis. We're going here. So all of this is, the upper body is staying neutral. It's the lower body that's changing. Okay, so it's a little tilt of the pelvis, out and back. Okay, let me see. Hands to the back of the skull, and then Tracy Dandasana, like 1 minute here, 1 minute here, 1 minute here. Okay. Chest up, and just a little pelvic tilt. No blanket, Elissa. Get rid of the blanket because it's going to change your relationship of the pelvis to the earth. Yeah, good. Come back up, come back up. Lift the chest so that you can feel the difference. Everyone, take your hands. So here's the occiput, the rounded part of the back skull. Catch your thumbs on the occiput. So the hands are not here on the neck, okay? And the hands are not here on the crown of the head, but catch the thumbs on the back, the rounded part of the back skull, right here. And I know it's kind of hard to see. All right? And then pull up with the thumbs, elbows in, and then round. Let me see the rounding. Yes, good, good. Even rounder, Alice, in the pelvis. Yes, good. And then come back up. There should be a real contrast between the two. Dawn, take the hands higher. Look at, release the hands for a moment. This is Shirshasana, okay? This is Shirshasana. It's not this, right? We don't do Shirshasana like this. We don't do Shirshasana like this. This is just Shirshasana, all right? Head over the, crown of the head over the tailbone. One more time. Inhale, exhale, round the pelvis. Now start to go a little further. Can you come down until you feel the sacrum, the center of the sacrum on the floor? And then float the feet up 12 inches away from the floor. And then come back up. Okay, so it's Ardha Navasana. Inhale, exhale. Let me see again. Start with the pelvis, Come down until the sacrum, center of the sacrum is on the floor, and then the feet come up. Center of the sacrum on the floor. Yes, good. And then come back up. Lift the elbows up to the ceiling. Come down, downward Dandasana. Chin down, down, chin down. Hands higher, down, hands higher. Hold your bun. Hold your bun in your hands, down. Hold your bun, yes. Elbows in, okay? Inhale, exhale, Ardha Navasana again. Round down, round down, round down, round down. And then feet up. Navel to the spine. And then come back up. Take your hands here to your kidneys. Give a little kind of loving massage to your kidneys. You know, our kidneys hold a lot. And in times of stress, the kidneys get stressed. So now push back into your hands. Push back into your hands. And roll down to your sacrum. And then lift the feet up. Push back into your hands. Back. Make it round. And then come back up. So, and then hold the backs of the thighs. Hold the backs of the thighs, chest up. Now, Tracy, you could move on to Janu Shirshasana, this pose, okay? Have a chair in front of you, and then come forward onto the chair like this, Tracy. Janu Shirshasana, left and right. And then the rest of you, holding the backs of the thighs, chest up. So just to feel the contrast between Ardha Navasana and Paripurna Navasana. I'm giving you the side view so that you can see what I'm doing, but if it's easier for you to face me, feel free to do that, okay? I'm just giving you the side view so that you can see what's happening with my trunk and my legs. Then from here, let the feet float up. Chest is up. Abdomen back, chest is up. Good. Can you bring your shins parallel to the floor? And then extend the legs. Keep the legs close into the trunk. And then chest up, chest so high, that's right. Pull your elbows back, pull the shoulder blades in. And then come on down. So that's the shape of the trunk in Paripurna Navasana. Now take your hands back to your kidneys. And then round, round, round. This is the shape in Ardha Navasana, very different, right? And then legs up, round in the back, round in the lower back, and then come back. All right, so from here, now I would say, Tracy, stay with, after Janu Shirshasana, then take Triyanga Mukha Ekapada, Tracy. Have height under your hips, so one leg in Virasana, one leg Dandasana. And come forward. And the rest of you, Malasana. You can use support under your heels if you want in Malasana. So rolling back. So Malasana, we get that really, you know, lovely feeling of this rounding, soothing the kidneys, broadening the kidneys, broadening across the sacrum. Heavy dance in the legs. Dance in the legs. Pelvis coming down to the floor. Heels toward the floor. Then slip your hands forward, your shoulders between your knees. Really reach back through the heels, buttocks down, and then Dandasana. Let's see. If you have blocks, then do this with me, okay? Blocks are here. If you don't have blocks, then just do it from the floor. It'll be fine. All right, so feet on the blocks, Malasana. So now I can reach the elbows toward the floor. I can start to go down below the floor, so to speak, because my feet are up. Rounding the back. Release your head down. Malasana. Okay? Make yourself rounder and rounder and rounder, like a little ball. Yeah. Deep in the groin. Bring your trunk forward. Knees separated. Knees apart. Good. Good. Now, watch what I'm doing. Push your shins back with your upper arm bones, like this. Press your hands into the floor. Pull your knees in, pull your elbows in toward each other. Round the back. Ardha Navasana in the abdomen. And then glide forward into Bakasana. All right, so round, round, round. Round, buttocks down, Lorraine, buttocks down. Hug the buttocks, reach the buttock bones toward the backs of the knees. More and more, and then glide forward. Let me just give you a side view here. So the buttocks have to stay rounded and down. Round, down, 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 down. And I want to stay in that little ball shape as I glide forward. Okay, so staying down, buttocks down, abdomen back. We're cultivating this, right? This roundness, this firmness, density. Dense in the lower body, spacious in the upper body. Okay? Try it again. Let me see. Malasana. So the buttocks stay down. Then all you do is glide forward. Glide forward. Shift your weight forward. Shift your weight forward. Yes. Now join your heels down. Squeeze your shins together, join your heels. Buttocks down. Round in the low back. Round, round. Buttocks toward the backs of the knees. Buttock bones to the backs of the knees. Mm-hmm. Yes. Elissa, don't bend your arms quite so much because it's making you go down in your trunk. Instead, think of going forward. So like my arms are not that far bent. If I go down too much, then I'm not going to be able to get the leverage that I need. So the arms are only slightly bent. Okay, last time, fly. And then come on out. Let's be in Upavrishta Konasana. These are poses to kind of play with, you know? I invite you to kind of like play with them throughout the week. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Turn to the left. Ground your right thigh down, right outer thigh down, right buttock down. And then reach forward with your right hand to your left foot. Tracy, you can have the chair here, like this, okay? Press the right outer thigh down. Turn the abdomen more and more. Chest forward. Abdomen back. Can you bring your attention to the left lower abdomen. Pull the left lower abdomen back to bring your right outer thigh down to the floor. Inhale, come on up. Reach up with both hands. Turn to the right. Bring your right hand down. With your left hand, reach for the foot or use a strap. Turn the abdomen. Press your left outer thigh down. Bring your attention to the right lower abdomen. Pull it back, 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 back. Rotate. Good. And come on up. And then bring your legs together. Set yourself up for Sarvangasana. Tracy, Setubandha Sarvangasana for you. You could use a bolster or you could use blocks or whatever you have. Okay, let me see your Sarvangasana. So I hope you know the online experience when it comes to Iyengar yoga. For me, it's slightly frustrating because I can't get in there to like assist. You know, we Iyengar yoga teachers, we're so into like modifying, adjusting, grabbing props, you know, all of that. I can't do that. But on the other hand, it's really great opportunity for you all to really take more ownership of your practice, you know, because there's certain things, instructions that I give that only you can know if you're getting it or not. I can only see so much on the screen. All I have are these thumbnails. So I hope it's a chance for you to really take ownership of the practice and to really feel more deeply what's happening in your body and take responsibility for what's happening in your body. And also, please, I always welcome questions. You know that. And you can always ask as many questions as you want. Go ahead, Halasana. Now, we advertise these classes as 1 hour, but they've been running a little bit over. So if you can stay another 10 minutes, great. If not, then, you know, it's okay. You still got most of the class. Halasana. Okay, walk your hands lower and lower down. That's it, Dia. Now, Dia, spread the soles of the feet. Spread the soles of the feet. Walk your hands lower down, everybody. Good. Where your hands are, that's where your kidneys are, okay? So give kind of like a loving pat through your hands to your kidneys, your most important kidneys, and spread that kidney band. But at the same time, press the outer elbows down and pin the shoulder blades in so the chest comes closer to the chin. Then take your legs up one at a time. And Tracy, when you're ready, you could take Shavasana, all right? All right, up you go, Sarvangasana. Pressing the outer elbows down. Lift the back ribs up. Lift the buttocks up. Take the thighs back. With the heel of the hand, push the back ribs in. And then into the fingers of your hand, let the kidney band spread. Buttocks up. Inner thighs back. Keep pulling the outer elbows down as you press the shoulder blades into the back ribs. Soft throat. So I've talked about before how Sarvangasana is so key in the era that we're living in, and how we have to, how this is one of the main poses for immunity. So I have a new method of taking attendance, which is to take a photo of the class. That way I can remember who all was here. All right. So now keep your abdomen pulling back, buttocks coming forward, inner thighs back, and ekapada. Left leg forward halfway. Lift the buttocks, lift the left inner thigh, reach the right inner thigh back more. So get the vertical leg to really extend and hold the anchor of the vertical line. Then you can bring your left leg lower. But that right leg has to anchor you. And up you come. Second side. Second side. Elissa, the buttocks have to come forward more. Yeah, your hands lower down. And then you'll be able to take the leg lower. All right. And then come back up. Now take a moment in Virasana. Knees to the ceiling, heels to the buttocks. Knees to the ceiling, heels to the buttocks. Buttocks forward, buttocks forward, buttocks forward. Lengthen through the front. Knees to the ceiling, Yamisi. Knees to the ceiling. Heels to the buttocks, knees to the ceiling. Yeah. Get longer and longer through the groins. Then from here, come to Halasana. Knees to the chest. And then extend your legs in Halasana. Release your arms. Take Karnapidasana. Knees to the ears. Curl your toes under. Roll the buttocks forward. So it's that same feeling as an Ardha Navasana. Feeling of the abdomen moving back, buttocks rolling over. Dia, if you're feeling, if that neck flexion is too much, then I would say use more height. And you know what I do is, if you have the white blankets, you could put the bottom blanket in the small shape, and then the upper blanket on top of that. And then it's like giving you a little more height. So then the second blanket goes in this shape, but the bottom blanket sometimes I'll put in this shape just to give myself a little more height. And then as long as the other blankets are in the classic Sarvangasa shape, then it's enough height.
I think I have a really sticky mat that was not faced the right way, so it was like pulling on my head.
Oh yeah, that's a good lesson. That's a good observation. Yeah, you don't want the neck on a sticky mat.
Yeah.
Okay, so now come on out, everybody, and then rest in Shavasana. Okay, let's take a few minutes in Shavasana. If I know that time's up, so if you need to leave, then I won't take it personally, but if you can stay, please stay. Shavasana. So in Shavasana, let loose of all the limbs. So we started class off with Supta Tadasana, but Shavasana is very different from Supta Tadasana. Supta Tadasana is very active. You're still lying on your back on the floor, but it's very active. Shavasana, it's completely passive. So first, get the limbs to let go. And the limbs will send the signal to the trunk to let go. Let the abdomen soften and widen. And just feel the abdomen effortlessly rising and falling with the breath. With each exhale, create a sense of releasing into the earth. Widen across the sacrum as you exhale. Feel the abdomen moving toward the spine as you exhale. Feel the earth holding you as you exhale. And as you're resting here on the earth, cultivate that sense of connection to each other around the world, across the planet. As we're each resting in the cradle of the palm of Mother Earth. And feel the assurance of the earth that everything is okay. Remembering that we are all temporal beings. We are all time limited. But from a planetary point of view, even as all forms of life ebb and flow, that the earth continues and life on earth continues. Maintain that sense of connection to the earth, to each other, as you fold your hands in onto your trunk. And let the gesture of the hands folding in onto the abdomen be a gesture of nurturing, of compassion, of love, penetrating from the warmth of your hands into the skin, fascia, muscle, into the organs, and all the way to the back body. And then back into the earth. Bending your legs, roll to your right side. Rest here on your side. And take a breath to release any stress, any tension, anything you don't need into the earth through your right side. Then sit up, sitting cross-legged. Join your palms at the center of the chest. Close your eyes for a moment if you feel comfortable doing so. We honor the land that we're seated upon. And here in Southeast Michigan, it's the land of the Anishinaabe peoples. And we remember that most of us are guests on this land. And we honor the waters that surround us and give us life. We honor the sacred art of yoga and all our teachers, BKS Iyengar, Gita Iyengar. We honor the inner teacher, and we honor each other. One unison Om, exhale all together. Inhale all together. Bow your head down. Release your hands. Lift your face and open your eyes. I want to mention that we learned last night that our state representative, Isaac Robinson, in our district, died yesterday morning. It's very shocking news, really heartbreaking news. He was only 44 years old, and he was having shortness of breath. He was having difficulty breathing. He'd been sick for a while, but he hadn't gone to the hospital. He hadn't gotten tested. And his mother called the ambulance at 6 a.m. Sunday morning, and he was taken to Detroit receiving, and 11 a.m. he died. It's just so, it's incredibly heartbreaking. He was a really beloved politician in our region, and you know, one of a handful of politicians who was really there for the people. He was really a fighter for the people, and he was always, you know, emphasizing the needs of his constituents. So this is a huge, 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 huge loss. And so let's just hold him and his family in our hearts, and we recognize that we're still at the United States, we're still at the beginning of the pandemic. So, you know, just to really love on each other and appreciate each other, and do what we can to protect each other and protect ourselves. And you know, and hopefully we'll be able to get the testing that we need, get the treatments that we need, and keep each other safe. So have a beautiful day.
Thank you, Lisa.
Team Miigwech, my prayer, may miracle blessings pour over you today, day 10. So it's a good day to go to the doctor, but also I'm gonna send you this scientist doctor video that my dad sent me about a guy on the frontline doctor in New York. Maybe that will give some insight also. But may miracle blessings pour over the families and the transcendence of their souls. All of these who are being taken out of form and through this virus. I'm gonna light my copal right now.